Quick note before we start the video, I just want to say that in this video I talk about the Pokemon Switch game. And I recorded this before May 29th. And May 29th was the day that Pokemon Let's Go got revealed. And in the video I said how I don't think that the Pokemon Switch game was going to be revealed before E3. And, well, oddly enough, it got revealed before E3. I don't feel like editing the video out. I want to keep it the way it is. So when I say that, just remember that I recorded this before Pokemon Let's Go got revealed, so that's just a quick note I wanted to make. So anyways, with that out of the way, please enjoy the video. Hello everyone, it's Enigma here with a Enigma discussion. Today, I think, is a topic that a lot of people have been talking about, and that is some E3 2018 predictions. Stuff that I would like to see, things that, I think are gonna be there, and then maybe at the end of the video, I'll talk about some things I might expect from E3 2019, maybe. The reason why I didn't do something like this beforehand is because people have been were doing E3 2018 prediction videos as early as December 2017. Like, that's really early to discuss E3 predictions. I have some E3 predictions that I've been saving for the longest time, and I didn't want to do it until now because, at the time I'm going to be uploading this video, it's going to be June, the first day of June. And I thought that would be a perfect day to talk about some E3 predictions since, that will be the same month of E3, and I can't believe it. E3 is just going by so quick, and I just can't wait for it. It's gonna be amazing, and yes, I know, I have reasons that day, which sucks. But you know what? I'm gonna make sure that I watch E3 live. Well, not live, I won't be there live. But I'll make sure I watch it without getting spoiled, and I'll make some reaction videos on YouTube. So, I can't wait for that. And now if you notice that I clear my throat sometimes in this video, I'm trying to ignore it as best as I can, but if I really have to and it's getting obnoxious, I'm gonna clear my throat, because I think I'm getting a cold. Just bear with me. I mean, I'm not trying to make this like a coughing episode, but like, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. So, anyways, for predictions, I have 15 games, well, not games, but 15 things that Nintendo, like Nintendo-centric stuff. And then on the side of third-party games, I have 2. So, in a total of that'd be 17 total things that I've listed. Now, I don't personally think that there's gonna be 17 things in a 36-minute E3 presentation. Okay. So these are just ideas, like they can do either or. I'm totally fine with whatever they do. So yeah, I think let's just get into the first and most obvious pick for Nintendo E3. Yoshi. This is a game that we have heard nothing about. We have heard 0 things about Yoshi. The last time we've heard anything about Yoshi was at E3 2017. Yeah, 2017. That was the last time we heard anything about Yoshi. Like, for all we know, the game could be canceled. Like, we never know. So, I think, well, I don't think it's canceled, but I mean, I think Yoshi will be revealed at this year's E3. I think we're gonna get a title. I think we're going to see some gameplay. I think we might get some more information about the game. And, obviously, a release date. As for what the release date will be, I'm leaning towards more of an August 2018 release date. I don't think that this game will take a long time. When it was revealed, it looked like it was complete. And it was almost a year ago since we saw that. So, maybe they might have been doing some secret development time with the game. Now, at the end of each time I talk about something, I'm gonna explain whether, like, if it's a game, I'm gonna say whether I would get it or not. And for Yoshi, I think I would really get it. I think the Yoshi game would look really cool. I've never played Woolly World, in fact, so this looks like it's similar to Woolly World. I mean, it's another Yoshi game. You know, may not have the same mechanics, but it's still a Yoshi game. I would love to play it. You know, I'm a Mario fanboy. I love my Mario. Okay, so if any game that has Mario on the cover, except for like Mario Teaches typing, obviously, but like any Mario game with Mario in the cover, well, most Nintendo games that has Mario on the cover, I will get. Like stuff like Paper Mario Sticker Star 2, like no. Mario Tennis Ultra Smash 2, no. I don't know what this has anything to do with Yoshi, but okay. So yeah, I think we're gonna see some Yoshi stuff this year, definitely. The next game I listed is Metroid Prime 4. Now, I've heard a lot of people say that Nintendo's probably not going to show anything for this game, and a lot of people are saying that Metroid Prime 4 is probably going to be a 2020 release date. And that would be weird because 2020 is my graduation year, and I wouldn't be playing this game until my graduation year. It would be really weird. But I don't think Metroid Prime 4 is a 2020 release. I think when it was revealed, it was in early development, but like not like early to mid development. They just didn't want to show it because, you know, they wanted to make it a surprise. Like when the 4 zoomed in and then it revealed Metroid Prime 4, the whole world went crazy. The whole world went ballistic when Nintendo announced Metroid Prime 4. So I think they might have done that simply because they wanted to retain the hype, you know. If they just came out and just showed gameplay, it wouldn't. To be honest, I don't think it would be as hyped as just seeing the 4 and then seeing Metroid Prime 4. Like that would be one of the most exciting parts of E3. That was definitely Metroid Prime 4. Especially since we haven't seen a Metroid Prime game in a long time. It's been a very long time. The last time I think we've seen a Metroid Prime game, I don't know. I think it was like 2004, I think. Well, not counting the Metroid Prime trilogy. But yeah, the Metroid Prime games are really good. I've heard from people. Now, am I gonna get Metroid Prime 4? Yes, I probably will. Now, I've never actually played a Metroid Prime game. That's correct. I have never actually played a Metroid Prime game. Now, people are probably gonna be like, "Whoa, you should get it. Like, what are you doing?" Yeah, I know. Now I'm hoping that Nintendo makes a remake of the Metroid Prime trilogy for a Switch, even though that's probably not gonna happen. You know, Nintendo doesn't really do remakes that much. But, you know, Metroid Prime 4, like, that is one of the rare times where I'm actually infused in a shooter game. You know, that actually does look like a fun shooter game. You know, it looks really cool. And now, shooting games are probably my least favorite genre of games. I don't really care for shooter games that much, but Metroid Prime 4, that looks like a really cool game. Like, that's something I will pick up, you know. So, yeah, people that say that I'm a kid-friendly guy, you know, I'm gonna be playing some Metroid Prime soon, so lay off me. It's a shooter game. And it's a shooter game I'm gonna be playing soon. So, yeah. The next game is Fire Emblem. I think it's pretty obvious. We haven't seen anything about the Fire Emblem Switch game since January 2017. We didn't even get footage. We saw nothing. It was just the Fire Emblem logo saying coming to Nintendo Switch. I think Fire Emblem's gonna be, I think Fire Emblem's gonna be revealed this year, definitely. It's been long overdue. The last time we saw Fire Emblem was in January 2017. That was way past a year. That's like way long overdue. We gotta see Fire Emblem. The last time we saw anything about Fire Emblem was January 2017. That was a long time ago. So I think that we will see some Fire Emblem stuff, you know. I think we might get a title. I think we might see some gameplay footage. I think some of the heroes might be revealed. You know, the new heroes, like similar to how Robin was the hero in Fire Emblem Awakening, and a release date. You know, I'd love to see a release date to this game, you know? Now, am I gonna pick this game up? No, I'm not gonna pick it up. And I'm gonna explain why. See, the Fire Emblem games, this is gonna be such a controversial opinion, and I don't care. You know, this is what YouTube is for. YouTube is about expressing your opinions to the world. You know, I can tell my viewers anything. I don't care what anyone says. It's just my opinion. Out of all the Nintendo series, Fire Emblem has got to be my least favorite of the Nintendo first-party series. Now, I'd probably upset a lot of people, and you know what? I don't really care, you know? It's, like I said, it's my opinion. To me, I like games with color, and to me, Fire Emblem just doesn't look colorful. And, you know, I don't like the part where, like, if a character dies in the game, they're dead. Like, they're actually dead. That's what people have said, that if you die, you don't just get a game over. Your player is actually dead. Which, I don't know how that works out. But, you know, Fire Emblem is just a series I'm not into. And especially since those games are a JRPG, and I'm not into JRPGs, those are probably, like, my second least favorite, genre of video games. I probably upset a lot of people with that, too. The only RPGs that I actually kind of like are, let me see, Mario and Luigi, the old Paper Mario games, I like the Xenoblade games, I like the, Final Fantasy games. Those were pretty cool. And there's a lot of other RPG games that I like, but Fire Emblem just doesn't look appealing to me. Like, I like games that make me feel like, oh my god, that looks cool. But Fire Emblem, I just don't see that. And I know, a lot of people love their waifus, their anime characters, and yeah, I know, I'm in the minority, I don't really care about that stuff. So yeah, Fire Emblem is definitely a game I'm not picking up. I don't hate the series, I never said I hate the series, it's just that it's a series that I just I could care less for. That's a very controversial opinion, and I don't care. The next game I have listed down is Pokemon Switch. Now, something interesting about this is that the day I'm recording this is May 28th. And there's been rumors about this day being the day that there's going to be a Pokemon Direct. Now, I don't think that there's going to be a Pokemon Direct later today. And I have one reason for this. Well, I have two reasons for this. One reason is that if there was going to be a Direct today, Nintendo wouldn't just drop it out of nowhere, just on the same day. Nintendo normally tells us there's going to be a Direct the day before. Like, you know, the mini Direct, similar to the mini Direct and the March Nintendo Direct. And all those Directs, Nintendo announced to us the day before. Nintendo didn't do that with this potential Pokemon Direct. So that's why I don't think that there's going to be a Pokemon Direct later today. Another reason why I don't think there's going to be a Pokemon Direct is just that it's so close to E3. Like, why make a Direct that's like so close to E3? Like, it's like not like it's 2 weeks. 2 weeks until E3. So it's like why, like, that doesn't make sense in my opinion. Like, why do that? So I think Pokemon would make sense as an E3 title. I don't think that we're gonna be seeing a Pokemon Direct later today. But what I do think is gonna be at a Pokemon thing at E3 is I think we're gonna see a title for the game. I think we're gonna be seeing I think we're gonna be seeing the new Gen 8 Pokemons. I think we're gonna see a gameplay trailer, and I think we might get a release date. You know, I think this game has had to have been in massive development, especially with the rumors going around. There's been so much Pokemon Switch rumors that to the point where I just feel like it's gonna be done soon. Like, I think we might see Pokemon Switch. I really do think so at E3, and I think we're going to be seeing it this year. I think if I have to give an estimate, I'm going to have to say September of this year, in fact. Because normally when a Pokemon game is announced and actually shows gameplay, normally it actually doesn't really take that long until the release. Normally a release is a few months after we see a trailer, so I think it would make sense for a September release. Now, if I'm going to get it, maybe. I've never really tried the Pokemon games. I mean, they look fun. I just never really had interest in trying them. But I think I might try just to see if I like it. It is a colorful series, so, you know, I will try to, you know, pick it up. I don't know if I'm gonna like it, though. I really don't know, especially since it's an RPG, and like I said before, I'm not really into RPGs. But then again, you never know, I might like it. So, it's always good to try things, even if you don't think you're gonna like it. Now, the next thing that I have listed is Smash Brothers, but I'm gonna save that for later. I'm gonna talk about that later down the list. I'm just gonna skip to my number 6 listing on here, which is Pikmin 4. I think we're gonna be seeing a Pikmin 4. Now, this game is weird. Now, the first time we heard anything about a Pikmin 4 game was way back in like 2015. Nintendo stated that they're going to be working on the next Pikmin 4 game, and then they said they don't know whether it's going to be on the Wii U or the Switch. Well, at the time they said the NX, but that was because we didn't know the Switch's name then. But now that we know the Switch, and the Wii U's dead, it's been dead since last year, so it's obvious that Pikmin 4 is not coming to that system. But as for the Switch, you know, I have a theory as to why I think Pikmin 4 might actually be revealed this year. Now, it's unconfirmed. Like, for all we know, Pikmin 4 could be canceled. Like, we never know. The last time we heard about Pikmin 4 was way back in 2015. Well, we did hear some Pikmin stuff. Like, Nintendo did bring up Pikmin 4 again, talking about Hey Pikmin. Nintendo blatantly just came out and said, by the way, Hey Pikmin is not the Pikmin 4 we're talking about. Which shocks me, because Hey Pikmin came out in, like, what, 2016? And it's been, like, a year goes by, well, like, 2 years go by. We already go through an E3, and no Pikmin game. Now, for that, I have a theory as to why I think Pikmin 4 will actually be revealed in this E3. I have a good theory that I'm surprised no one is bringing up. Now, way back in 2015, Pikmin 4 was not the only game that they brought up. They also said that they're also working on the next 3D Mario game. And this was way back in 2015, mind you. And now, answer me this. Did we see a 3D Mario game in the future from this point on? Yes, yeah, we did, with Mario Odyssey. Now, they said that they were making a new Super Mario Galaxy game, but that was likely just an idea they had. I think they changed it to just a regular 3D Mario game, just featuring new aspects and new features, like Mario Odyssey. So, I think that's the 3D Mario game they were talking about. Now, however, that was revealed at E3 2017. It has been a year almost that E3 2017 happens, and still no confirmation about a new Pikmin game. So, what if they wanted to distance them out? So, Mario Odyssey is this one year, and now next year, they're going to be revealing Pikmin 4, which makes sense to me. You know, I think because of that, it makes sense to reveal Pikmin 4. And what they would do for Pikmin 4 for E3, I feel, is that they're going to be revealing some new Pikmin types. They're going to be doing some gameplay and maybe a release date, you know. We might see a release date. Now, if I'm going to pick up Pikmin 4, heck yes. Now, here's a little trivia that you guys don't know about me. I know I've never made any Pikmin videos on my channel, but that's because I don't really know what Pikmin videos I can do. Believe it or not, Pikmin is actually my 3rd favorite Nintendo series. The only ones that are beating it is Mario, and Smash Brothers. Pikmin is just a colorful series. It goes way in depth. I love the story behind the Pikmin games. It's such a heartwarming series. You know, the Pikmin games are phenomenal. They're really deep games. Like, they look childish and kid-friendly, but really, Pikmin is a really deep franchise, and it's really a sad franchise if you think about it. It's a really nice franchise, and, you know, I would love to see Pikmin. I missed the Pikmin series. I wasn't really a big fan of Pikmin. It just did not feel like a true Pikmin game. Handheld consoles are just not the type of console to put a Pikmin game in. So yeah, I think I will pick up Pikmin 4. Get it? Pick up? Oh! Oh, okay, yeah. I know you guys couldn't see me, but I was dabbing when I did that. So yeah, just so you know. The next game that's going to be revealed is Animal Crossing. Now, the reason why I think Animal Crossing's happening this year is because of the stuff that the rumors that's been going around regarding this franchise. You know, people have been making theories about this, and Nintendo has been acting weird about the Animal Crossing franchise as of late. Now, if you notice, and if you check out the Animal Crossing website, Nintendo will actually, the whole website for Animal Crossing is like glitched up. It's actually a glitched up website, the official Animal Crossing website, and it wasn't like that before until recently. So I think maybe Nintendo's trying to update their website, and there's also a news category in the website as well, which means that maybe there's going to be news about a new Animal Crossing game announced at E3, which, oh my god. Now, I've never actually played an Animal Crossing game, but to be honest, I think it would actually be my type of game. I'm surprised I never tried playing it before. The Animal Crossing series looks like a phenomenal series. I would love to play Animal Crossing. You know, I like life simulation games. They're pretty nice. You know, it gives you a break. Like, if you're struggling with a stressful game, sometimes, you know, I'll just like, you know what, I need a break from this game. It's so hard. You know, let's just try to play a life simulator game. And, you know, Animal Crossing would be one of those games that would really just help dealing with stress of the hard games. Like, I would love to play Animal Crossing. But as for what they would reveal for Animal Crossing, I think we're gonna get a trailer, and I think we're gonna get a release date. You know, I think it's gonna be released this year, especially since Animal Crossing, you know, normally the Animal Crossing series is like, normally doesn't take long to develop, and besides, the last Animal Crossing we've seen was Animal Crossing New Leaf, which was in 2013 for the 3DS. We need a new Animal Crossing game. And I think for the Switch, the series would be perfect. Now, the next thing on my list is more of a dream than anything, but I think we could see it. You know, you never know. I mean, with how Nintendo brought back dead series like Metroid Prime and Smash, like, well, Smash isn't really dead, but F-Zero. This is probably the least likely thing on my list. I know. The F-Zero series has kind of been taken over by Smash. Well, I mean, the Smash series has been... No, the F-Zero series has been taken over by Smash simply because, you know, Captain Falcon's kind of like the face of Smash. But I think it'd be really cool to see F-Zero, and I honestly think the Switch would be the perfect console for an F-Zero game. You know, people have been speculating whether Earthbound is coming to the Switch, and, you know, maybe that might happen down in the future too, but if I have to think of what would be more likely, I think F-Zero would be. Because, unlike Earthbound, where Nintendo came out and said that the series is dead, and the only thing that you're going to see from Earthbound from here on out is just Smash Brothers appearances. Nintendo said that in the past. However, for F-Zero, the series just stopped. The last game we've seen from F-Zero was way back in 2004 for the GameCube. The F-Zero series needs to come back. Nintendo never said that the series is dead. They just stopped the series just randomly, which really doesn't make sense in my opinion. So, I mean, crazy, I know, F-Zero being revealed this year. However, I have an idea. You know how Metroid Prime 4 was like that dead series that you thought would never get a reincarnation in the future? I feel like it would get a similar reveal to that. You know, where it's like no gameplay, but a logo zooms in and it zooms a new F-Zero game. Like, oh my god, people would go crazy. Like, F-Zero is popular. It's probably the only series that is, like, hugely popular, yet is kind of dead. The F-Zero series needs to be brought back to life. Like, it's just weird how the F-Zero series is just, like, dead. Like, I don't get it, but, I think maybe if F-Zero's revealed this year, I think it would be a 2019 release. So yeah, that's F-Zero. I know it's an oddball choice, but believe me, if F-Zero was revealed, I would get that game in a heartbeat. You better believe it. I would love to play some F-Zero, especially since I love racing games. And Captain Falcon is such a badass character. Like Captain Falcon's amazing, and so is the series. F-Zero needs to come back from the dead. Like, seriously, bring that series back. Like, what are you doing, Nintendo? The next game I have is Super Mario Maker 2.0. It's a enhanced port of Super Mario Maker. It's a sequel, but it's an enhanced port. There's a showcase, a trailer, and maybe a release date. For this game, I feel like they should bring back the Super Mario Bros. 2 style gameplay. I think the reason why Super Mario Bros. 2 was not a theme in the last game was because Nintendo it technically came from a different game, I think Doki Doki Panic, and I don't think Nintendo has the rights to that game, but who knows, I think Nintendo could. So yeah, I think Super Mario Maker would make sense for the game. I don't think it would be a port, because there's so much they can do, like, slopes, but, I think Super Mario Maker definitely needs to be revealed. It makes sense. And I have a theory as to why I think Super Mario Maker might be revealed. Now, if you guys pay attention, now, Super Mario Bros. 3 is probably one of the biggest Nintendo games of all time. Now, tell me, how many years ago was Super Mario Bros. 3? The game was made in 1988, and this year is actually the 30th year anniversary of Super Mario Bros. 3. And I think it was the the Japanese version of Super Mario Bros. 2 was released in 1988 as well. So, it would make so much sense to release Super Mario Maker this year, because Super Mario Maker 1 was released in 2015 in honor of the original Super Mario Bros. 30th year anniversary. It is now 2018, where it is Super Mario Bros. 3's 30-year anniversary. Where did I get 10-year anniversary from? So yeah, I think that makes sense for Super Mario Maker. I might talk about that in a future video, about why I think Super Mario Maker will be revealed this year. But for now, I'm just gonna explain it here now. So yeah, for that, I think Super Mario Maker would actually make the most sense out of any other year, because if Super Mario Bros. 3 is turning 30 years old this year, then you gotta do that, especially since that game is extremely popular. So yeah, this next game is a port of an old Wii U game. Now, if you want me to be honest, I'm not really a huge fan of this game. It's probably my least favorite 3D Mario game. But I think Super Mario 3D World would probably get a port, especially since Captain Toad Treasure Tracker is getting a port this year. And that game is literally ripped right from Super Mario 3D World. So it only makes sense to, like, add a Super Mario 3D World port. As for what they would do for the port, maybe add, like, one new playable character, maybe add, like, another world, maybe we might see a trailer and a release date. We never know. I think it would be pretty cool. Maybe it can fix a lot of problems that I had with the original Super Mario 3D World. As for getting it, probably not, because I own the Wii U game, and also for Super Mario Maker 2.0, I would get that game. Trust me, I would get that game. But on Mario 3D World, port, yeah, I think that could happen. Even though I'm not really a huge fan on that game. The next thing is Retro's new game. I think we're obviously going to see Retro's new game. Retro Studios has been hinting at a new game. The only two video game series that Retro has worked on is Metroid and Donkey Kong. They came out and said that Metroid Prime 4 is not the big game that they're talking about. Even though Metroid Prime 4 is a big game, that's not the game they were talking about. And Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze port for Switch is definitely not their big game, especially since it's a port, and it's just not that big of a series to really grab people in. Now, it is a big series, but yeah, I think never mind what I said, it's a big series. I think we could get a new Donkey Kong game, but so close to Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze makes me feel like it's not gonna happen. And they already came out and said that Metroid Prime 4 is not gonna be their big game. So I really don't know what their new game would be then. It's probably just gonna be a new franchise. The next game is another Mario spin-off game. I feel like we're gonna see a Mario spin-off this year. As for what it is, I said Mario Party 11. Simply because this year marks the 20th anniversary of the first Mario Party. I mean, it only makes sense. Like, if it's been 20 years since Mario Party, make a new Mario Party game. Like, that would make a lot of sense. Name it Mario Party 11. We'd see a trailer and release. Maybe feature some characters, the boards and stuff. And please don't bring back that stupid car mechanic. I hate that thing. That's the reason why I hated Mario Party 9 and 10. Don't bring that stupid thing back if they do reveal Mario Party 11. Make it actual Mario Party. The next game is... okay. This next thing is not a game, but it's a wild card choice. Now, if you guys could tell, the Classic Edition, now, if you guys can tell, the Nintendo Entertainment System Classic Edition, the NES Classic Edition, came out in 2016, and then the SNES Classic Edition came out in 2017. It's now 2018, meaning I think we might get a new reveal for another Classic Edition console. As for what it is, I said the Nintendo 64 Classic Edition. And I think it's going to get a reveal, and it's going to show the games that it's going to be compatible with. So maybe we might be able to play Super Mario 64, maybe we might play some Donkey Kong 64, some Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. It makes sense to reveal a Nintendo 64 Classic Edition. You know, the Classic Edition consoles, as far as I'm aware, they're not extremely popular, but I think they could be popular enough. And another thing that makes me feel like the Nintendo 64 Classic Edition is going to be a thing this year is because the NES Classic Editions were originally pulled from stores simply because they weren't, like, selling phenomenal. However, Nintendo stated that the NES Classic Editions are going to be coming back to stores on June 29th, which is completely random, and June 29th is pretty soon. So I think, if they said that, maybe they might reveal another Classic Edition console, which could be the Nintendo 64 Classic Edition. I'm surprised a lot of people aren't bringing this up. I think it's extremely likely we're gonna see another Classic Edition console this year. It'd make a lot of sense. The next thing I have listed is Super Mario Odyssey DLC. I think this is really makes sense. You know, I mean, the only form of DLC we've got with the game are random updates with costumes and the Luigi's Balloon World mode. Other than that, we've really never seen much of Super Mario Odyssey. What I hope they do for Super Mario Odyssey DLC is I hope that they maybe make an update where Luigi is no longer the host of Balloon World. Instead, it's an option from the menu, and you can just hide balloons and do stuff like that, and then they make Luigi an actual playable character, which is something I was hoping for with Mario Odyssey DLC, but then when they revealed Balloon World and I saw Luigi coming down, I was like, oh my god! But then it just showed that it was just a mode, and I was like, oh no! I thought Luigi was going to be playable there, and that got me hoped up for nothing. But you never know, though. Nintendo could make a future update where he removes Luigi from Balloon World. Well, Balloon World will still be a mode, but Luigi won't be the host of it. Instead, Luigi will be another playable character. Which makes sense because I feel like the 3D Mario game should have at least another playable character. I think Luigi would make the most sense as the next playable character, so yeah. As for costumes, I really don't know what they can do with costumes. Just anything that's like off the wall would be cool with me. I really don't care what they do with costumes. Other than that though, I think we could also get a release date for the DLC, gameplay for the DLC, and reveal, obviously. Yeah, that's Super Mario Odyssey DLC. The last thing that I think Nintendo is going to reveal is more online details. I think they're going to reveal the replacement for Virtual Console, and they're going to add paid online services, the real paid online services, such as Hulu, Netflix, YouTube, and access to the internet browser. It was really disappointing when I heard about all that stuff that Nintendo was going to do for the online service. So right now I hope that Nintendo makes it better with Hulu, Netflix, and YouTube. That makes a lot of sense. Now, am I done with the Nintendo stuff yet? No, because I remembered that I skipped Smash Brothers. So now let's talk about what I think they're going to do for Smash Brothers. Now, a lot of people are saying that they hope that Smash Brothers, like, they want Smash Brothers to be here, but they don't want it to take up the full thing. So, what I would really love to see Sakurai do is just show a bunch of things for the game. Like, they go through a fast video, like, this, that, expect this, and that, and then at the end, they show a reveal trailer for the next character. And then we see and then it's taking place in the jungle. Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong are beating each other up, and then they head toward a TNT crate. It explodes on impact, and then a Bandicoot spins onto the stage, and then it reveals Crash Bandicoot. Yes, that's right. I hope that a Crash Bandicoot reveal trailer will be shown at this year's E3 for Smash. I want Crash in this game. I think it's gonna happen, especially if Insane Trilogy's coming to the Switch. I want Crash so much. Crash just makes so much sense, especially if you have Mario and Sonic. You gotta throw in Crash there. And I know that Crash used to mock the Nintendo headquarters back in 1996 in those old commercials. But hey, maybe you can settle a truce with Nintendo this time and actually add him as a playable character this time. Like, come on, you gotta add Crash. And not only that, I think we're also gonna get a new story mode. We're gonna get the default character roster revealed. I don't think we're gonna get the unlockable characters revealed. Those are gonna be in like later reveals. I don't think we're gonna see any of that. And a title. I think we're gonna see the new title of the game. Obviously, it's not gonna be called Super Smash Bros. Switch. I mean, that's just a boring name. So yeah. That is all stuff for Nintendo. That's all stuff I want Nintendo to reveal. And God, seeing that Crash reveal trailer just makes me even more hyped for the game. Like, come on! And it sucks that Regents is on E3, but hey, what can you do? I still have ways to overcome this problem, so expect a reveal. The next third-party games third-party games. I only have 2 listed, only because I don't really know what would fit for Nintendo to announce. Like, Nintendo doesn't normally announce, like, adult games. So if they announce stuff like in a kid-friendly way, like, these are games that look kid-friendly to the point where, like, you don't really need to, like, censor anything. Or so the third-party games, and it's fitting that I just talked about Smash, because now I'm going to be talking about the Spyro the Dragon Reignited Trilogy revealed for Switch, compatible with Crash Bandicoot amiibo, and we get a gameplay and release. I think that Spyro coming to the Switch makes a lot of sense, especially if you have Crash coming. So yeah, I think the Spyro the Dragon Trilogy needs to come to Switch. Like, it wouldn't make sense to not release it for the Switch. A lot of people are saying that they don't think it's going to be released for Switch simply because Nintendo didn't come out and say. But hey, Crash got revealed for Switch almost a year after the initial game came out. So it just takes patience, you know. You just gotta have that patience. And the last third-party game, I know a lot of people love this game. It's probably one of the most viral games, and my friend Mind My Thoughts absolutely loves this game because he plays it a lot, and he knows how much I hate this game. But if you want me to be honest, I do think it's gonna be a thing at E3. Fortnite. I hate this game. Okay, I hate Fortnite. I'm not afraid to admit it. But if you want me to be real here, I do think it's going to be revealed at E3. It's going to be coming to Switch in gameplay and release. So unfortunately, Fortnite is coming to Switch. I don't really like Fortnite that much. It's just not that good of a game, in my opinion. So yeah, I think that could be another third-party game. And those are my E3 2018 predictions. Now, we're not done yet, because at the end of the now we're at the end of the video. Now I'm just gonna discuss some things that from E3 2019 I'd like. Anything from 2019 that I really don't expect from this year's E3, but I will expect from next year's. I think we might get the new Luigi's Mansion next year. I know a lot of people are disappointed about the remake. I already made a defensive, like, where I defend that video. I just don't want to, like, I don't think that a new Luigi's Mansion is going to be revealed. I do think there's going to be a new Luigi's Mansion revealed next year, because of how much, you know, the series is, like, the series is pretty popular, and I feel like they're only making the remake just for us to be, you know, ready for Luigi's Mansion 3. So, expect Luigi's Mansion 3 next year, but don't get your hopes up for Luigi's Mansion this year. Just saying that. Another game that I could see being revealed at E3 2019 is Paper Mario. I think it makes sense to reveal Paper Mario next year. You know, especially since, you know, Paper Mario games like to distance themselves, and next year would be, let me see, 3 years after the release of Color Splash. And I know a lot of people don't like Color Splash, but hey, I think a new Luigi's Mansion game would make perfect sense. The next game that I think would be revealed next year will be another Zelda remake. As for what it is, I think it'd be Skyward Sword, since that's like the next game they have yet to make in HD. So I think a Skyward Sword remake would make a lot of sense. And yeah, that's basically my predictions for the entire thing. So let me know in the comments what you want to see at E3 2018. I'm so freaking ready. I can't wait. Oh, but, yes, tell me what you guys want to see. What are you guys most excited for? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm so excited, even though Regents is on E3. That's something that's really aggravating me about E3. But I have ways to overcome it, I promise. So, yeah. Anyways, this has been Enigma, and peace. See you next time.